Are you an introvert struggling to survive in a fast-paced work environment? Here's what I think about that. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, your go-to place for building your dream career and achieving your highest potential. I'm Allie, and today's Wednesday, which means we have another segment of Q&A where I answer one of your questions on anything related to career, work, or leadership. If you have a question for me, then make sure you leave it in the comment box down below, and maybe it'll be featured on our next segment of Q&A. Otherwise, let's get started. Ken writes, "Hey Allie, any tips for an introvert in a busy office environment?" Hi Ken, and thank you for asking that question. Funny enough, I am an introvert myself, and so I can strongly relate to the situation. Typically, when we think of a work environment, it's fast-paced, it's always on the go, and you're always surrounded by people. For your everyday extrovert, this is the perfect environment, but for someone as introverted as you and I, it's draining. Because we work best when we're alone. We think best when we have time to ourselves, not when we're constantly surrounded by people and constantly trying to reach deadlines and have no time to recharge. So this really brings up the question of, can we survive in this sort of environment? What can we do? And so the answer to that question is yes, there's always something that you can do about it. You just have to go about it a little differently than your extroverted counterparts. And so what I'm going to give you are 3 simple strategies you can use to help you survive in a busy work environment. These are strategies that have personally helped me, and so I hope that they're going to help you just as much as they've helped me. For my first strategy, you want to take advantage of the fact that we have gone virtual as a society. We have internet. We have online tools to communicate now, and so take advantage of that. The good thing about online is that it's instant access to people. It's great because it gives you time to think about your responses, to recharge, and really sit there and think about what it is you want to say. And so it's great for an introvert and gives you time to put your thoughts together. And so the next time you have an idea you want to communicate, the next time you want to have a meeting, do it online. It is a good way to help you recharge and think about what it is you want to do. Take advantage of us going virtual. That is an introvert's best friend. As for my next strategy, you want to utilize meetings. The great thing about meetings, as much as we love to complain about them, is that they always are occurring. And you know exactly when it is they're going to occur. So take advantage of that. Before every meeting, sit down and put together all your thoughts. It's even better if you have a boss who sends out the agenda in advance, so that way you can prepare. Sit down and think about exactly what it is you want to say. What things do you want to bring up? So that way when the meeting happens, you can then bring it up and have prepared, scripted responses that you can say. Now, the other good thing about meetings that most people don't think about is the fact that most meetings, you know when they start, and chances are you know when they're going to end. And so take advantage of that. If you're doing brainstorming, for example, trying to figure out some ideas, let everybody else say their idea while you sit there with a pen and paper and write down your thoughts, write down all the things that you see, and come up with an optimum solution that you can use. And then volunteer it at the very end. You know you have time, and so use it. And worst case scenario, if you end up running out of time or you end up having to switch to something else, then email the very thing that you just wrote to your boss. That way you're still having your ideas heard while still taking your time. As for my last strategy, you want to make sure you set some time for yourself to recharge. At the end of the day, introverts get drained by being around people, and if you're in a very fast-paced environment, you are constantly around people. And so you need to remember to set some time aside to have a break and just be by yourself and just mellow out. So just make sure that every couple of hours you take a 10 to 15 minute break. I would say every hour personally, but I know if you're in a fast-paced environment, that's just not going to work. So every couple of hours, make sure you set some time aside for you to just veg out and recover. So that way you have energy when you come back to your work to do everything at optimum performance. So the key to success for an introvert, set some time to recharge. And there you have it, my top 3 strategies for thriving in a busy work environment as an introvert. Do these things and I promise you're going to feel more energy, your coworkers and boss are going to respect you more, and your ideas are going to be heard. And now I'm handing it over to you. For those of you who are introverted, what do you recommend that we do? These are just strategies that have worked out for me, but I know there are many others. What do you recommend? And for those of you who are extroverts, I'm curious, what do you think about this topic? Is this something that you've come across? You've come across an introvert employee who just struggled to survive? I'm curious about what you think, so make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if this topic about introversion interests you, then make sure you stay tuned, because tomorrow I'm going to be talking about why introverts make for great leaders. And for those of you who are managing introvert employees, you want to go head over to my Triple T video where I reveal my top tips on how to effectively manage introvert employees. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified of my latest videos. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter where I reveal content not shared on this channel. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure having you all today. Until we meet again, take it easy, everyone. Bye.